Today, many individuals are working a lot, yet are still not able to afford the cost of living. Many are working 40-plus-hour weeks and multiple jobs, yet still cannot afford to properly take care of themselves or their families. This is due to the fact that minimum wage is currently too low. Minimum wage was first created to be a livable wage. It was also created to help upbring families. In 1968, minimum wage was able to upbring families of 3 out of poverty. This is proven not to be true anymore due to the fact that minimum wage hasn't increased in over 10 years. Even though minimum wage hasn't increased, inflation and the cost of living has increased greatly, meaning that it's made it even harder for a minimum wage worker to compete with the cost of living. Minimum wage workers are also extremely hard workers and important aspects of society, meaning they should get a livable wage just like everyone else. I myself have experienced the first-hand negative effects of making low minimum wage by working a full-time minimum wage job and still being unable to afford the cost of living by myself. Many who make minimum wage have to receive government assistance, or some make too much to receive any government assistance and have to live paycheck to paycheck, not accumulate any savings, and stay below the poverty line. Many who are opposed of minimum wage increase or minimum wage workers in general have stated things like minimum wage jobs aren't supposed to be a career, minimum effort means minimum wage, or simply tell these people to go to college or get a better job. Well, firstly, minimum wage jobs can be a career. A career is any occupation that you do for a long period of time. One of my clients worked at Hannaford for 10 years. She has yearly plaques all hung up on her room. Anytime someone new comes in, she immediately brings them to her room to show them her plaques because of how proud she is. Hannaford is a career, and Hannaford was her career. Now, minimum effort means minimum wage. Well, minimum wage workers work really hard. Minimum wage jobs require you to handle a lot of stress, emotional abuse from customers, and physical strength like standing on your feet for 8 hours a day. I myself work as a DSP, and that's considered a minimum wage job. As a DSP, I have to make sure that my client is happy, healthy, and safe 24/7. I also have to do things that a CNA does, like pass medication, deal with bodily fluids, provide aftercare, and help showering. I also have the potential to get hit, punched, bit every shift. That doesn't seem like minimum effort to me. Now, minimum wage workers can just go to college or get a better job. Well, in order to do those things, you need to be able to have a place to live, a car, and be able to afford food for yourself. How are they supposed to get a better job or go to college if working a minimum wage job doesn't allow them to at least land on their feet? College costs a lot of money, and you can't go to college if you don't have a place to live or a way to feed yourself. And also, you can't get a better job if you don't have a way to drive there or somewhere to live and shower and get dressed. The job I currently work at, one of our most important thing is keeping consistency for our clients. That creates a extremely healthy and happy life for them. However, we struggle to do so since not a lot of people want to work minimum wage jobs or leave to get a better wage. If minimum wage was increased, people would stay, and this would provide a better lives for the people that we're taking care of. Eventually, if everyone leaves to get a better job and nobody's working minimum wage jobs, there will be no one to get your coffee in the morning, bag your groceries, put groceries on the shelf, help you get gas, or take care of your loved ones, like what I do. Minimum wage needs to be increased to allow the people working these jobs to survive and live. It was originally meant to be a livable wage and should go back to being one by getting increased. Minimum wage jobs are important to society and require hard work. People working these minimum wage jobs deserve a livable wage.